everybody. I'm Christopher. Welcome to Modern MTGO. Merfolk. I'm your host. Today we've got sort of a new list that I'm going with. We've got some curse catchers still. We've got some Cavern of Souls. Right now the counter magic in the format's really rough. Mutavaults and Cavern of Souls and Tectonic Edge help against those control decks. We've got some more spell pierces than usual, and a couple but just one less removal than running. We've got 4 Aether Vial, 4 Master the Pearl Trident, 4 Lord of Atlantis, 4 Spreading Seas, 4 Adepts, 1 Phantasmal Image, 3 Mora Regis, 2 Kiras, and 3 Master of Waves. The reason I added the Master of Waves seems to be real dominant right now. I'm trying to stay up with the meta. So sideboard, there's quite a few changes. I moved away from white. I have Hibernation, which is great against the Stompy Selesnya decks. I have Tidebender Mages, which are good against Selesnya as well as red aggro decks. 1 mana leak can be clutch against some control decks. Some Echoing Truths, obviously they're for Splinter Twin or Young Pyromancer type decks. Vapor Snag, we've got another spell. A couple Dismember, Relic of Progenitus. Seems that there are quite a few decks that really use the graveyard element. So we're just gonna enter a 2-person tournament here, just to test the new deck, and also see how we do. So there is a tournament in about an hour, and I want to use this as a warm up. And if you're wondering why I don't broadcast the tournament, it takes about 45 minutes for each video to upload. It's a total of 4 videos for constructed tournament. So I will be uploading some of them. But as of now, it's more efficient to upload 2 as they don't take all day to upload and broadcast. But stay tuned because I will be doing more bigger tournaments, 8-mans and such. I have some videos of 8-mans that I've been successful in, but I haven't broadcasted them again because they take so long to do. So we just have to wait until somebody joins. A funny story. Yesterday I entered a tournament and one of the key cards in my deck. Somehow I had skipped over and added some other things. It hurt. I only won one match. I was wondering why. And then I realized Aether Vial wasn't even in it. So every time you play a tournament, make sure your deck is how you want it to be. Because I've made this mistake before. But yesterday was sort of a catastrophe because it could have been a really good daily had I had the Aether Vials. Okay. I'm playing in drill. Another reason I like they're kind of addictive is because they're like instant gratification. You get to just play right away. You can also take frequent breaks. This wouldn't normally be a keepable hand, and if I play against Jund, this is definitely not really a keepable hand. But the spreading seas are cantrips, so they're gonna draw me. Two more cards. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep. Because I have enough mana to cast everything in my hand. It's not ideal. But it's fine. It's fine. And they also add devotion, which is real good. So unless somebody ghost quarters their own land, I get two more 2/1 tokens, and lightning bolt's the biggest threat in the format right now. So this hand could prove to be good if I get a few good top decks spreading seas draws. Looks like I'm playing Titan or something like that. We'll see what they do. They did not drop their amulet. That's a good sign for game one. Sev 2, one charge counter. My fear about putting spreading seas against this deck is really in case they play a land that makes them return target land to their hand, and I lose spreading seas. But I still think it's the best play at this point. And I drew a Kira. That's it in its modern masters form, and it's foil, not formal. But it's a useful card to have main board decks that are going on right now. Oh, he got his amulet. That's bad news for me. Hopefully he doesn't go right into a summer bloom, because that could be scary. Okay. Now I think I turn his other land into a basic island as well, and then hold out with the spell pierce here. This can be devastating to their options of what they can play. So hopefully. Okay, so he did get a growth chamber. So Summoner's Pact is coming up here. Hopefully he casts it now, so I can spell pierce it. But I don't think he will. Because he doesn't have the mana to pay the fee next turn. So I think I start to get devotion with Lord of Atlantis and Kira. Probably Kira first, just because helps my other creatures stay alive in case he has some sort of clutch removal. And now that I've drawn this, I'm gonna go ahead and play it to try to slow him down a little bit. Hopefully he does not have another bounce land. It seems he does. Okay. So he's getting what he needs. The great thing about spreading seeds, even if they do something like that, you know, you still get the card advantage. You still get to draw from it. So it's useful. And I think he's gonna go straight for Titan with Summoner's Pact. He's sort of getting exactly what he needs. I think this game is lost. So the goal then is to get waves out and have enough power to block the primeval Titan. Hopefully he's put all his eggs in one basket, and I'll be able to come back up from there. But we'll see. Ooh, that's rough. It could be devastating. And he's gonna pop the hideaway action. Could be something like Emrakul. We'll see. Yeah. So that's concede game because Emrakul just when they get that off, they win. So now I know what I'm playing against. I'm gonna bring in Tidebinder Mage because it's believe it or not good to flash or vile to lock down a Titan. I'm also gonna bring in another spell pierce and I don't think I'm gonna bring in Hibernation, but I will bring in a Vapor Snag, and I'm gonna bring out Spreading Seas because it's really not that useful. The way that they can bounce right back. And Chalice of the Void is only useful in certain circumstances. But I think I'm gonna keep because if they play a zero drop and have me copy it with Hive Mind, it'd be nice to counter all the zero drops. So I think I drop Phantasmal Image. And then the game plan here that I play first again is that I just try to hit them with as much power as quickly as possible. And this is a really good hand. So I'm gonna keep. This time I will counter their Believe it or not, I'm gonna wait to play Aether Vial because I want to counter their Amulet of Vigor. Okay, they don't have an Amulet of Vigor, so I'm gonna go ahead and start dropping my Aether Vials now. Their combo is fragile if I mean the deck I'm playing against is Dynamite, but it can be fragile. It can be fragile if you ruin one piece. So that's my goal with the Spell Pierces, just to disrupt. You know, like a summer bloom, and he's being careful. I think he can smell the Spell Pierce. I'm gonna go ahead and drop another Aether Vial, and that way I can start pumping creatures out as I disrupt. He's probably putting me on a mana leak or a Spell Pierce, which is smart. So we're not playing against the dummy. He's probably gonna go for the Summer Bloom anyway, because he might have a backup. See, there's the Amulet of Vigor that I say no to that. And then he might even try to cast the second one, and I'll counter that one too, and then he'll be in trouble. No, he's not gonna go for the second one. So yeah, I'm gonna put counters on my Aether Vials. And I'll go ahead and play another Aether Vial yet again. Can't do much about that. It's a great card. Especially in their deck. Azusa lost but seeking. It allows them to basically ramp real fast. So. And for those of you who don't know what it just means to excel your mana, your ability to cast spells. Okay, good. So I got a Tidebinder Mage. He's probably gonna drop Primeval Titan next turn. So I'm gonna play a Lord of Atlantis, and leave the Aether Vial open for the Tidebinder Mage, so I can bring it in fast effect, and lock down his Titan so he can attack with it. And if he doesn't drop this turn, which I suspect he will, I'm going to flash in Master at the end of the turn, and start doing some damage. So he's got a 6 mana right there with an uncounterable giant, and as soon as it hits the table, I will flash in Tidebinder Mage. and put the effect on Titan. So he's probably gonna get the hideaway lands again, but there wouldn't be much use because he can't deal 7 damage. So we got a couple vial triggers. I'm gonna say no to that one. Yes to that one, and yes to that one. Good. Top deck of vapor snag. So I'm gonna go ahead and start dealing some serious damage here. So if he doesn't take care of me next turn, I pretty much win this game. Maybe not the match, but the game. So and he might just concede right here. We'll see. He still has a lot of mana, so that's the only thing scary about playing. Well, there it goes. So we'll begin sideboarding. And I think I go with the same sort of the same tactic right now. So I'm gonna keep my deck the same. Tidebinder mages really help. I've got some power here, but I'm concerned about but I'm gonna go with it because I have a cantrip. So I'm gonna keep he mulligan. So hopefully he mulligans to 5. That would be good. Oh, he did. Okay. He wants that amulet of vigor. Yep. So we just make him think we have the spell pierce, so he doesn't play Summer Bloom. And that island is really an ugly draw. We'll see what happens. Okay. So had he had Summer Bloom, he probably would have cast it. He only has 3 cards. I'm not too concerned about that. So I'm just gonna start pounding as hard as I can. And drawing some cards. Good, okay. Another cantrip. And I don't have the Aether Vial, I have all the land that I need to make happen. Sort of happen. Okay, so I've got another adept. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that. Just to draw more cards. Now, because he's down to three cards, I'm gonna do something I wouldn't normally do, which is just kind of go hard. I'm gonna cast both of my masters and put them on the clock. So this pretty much makes it so that he has to do something real serious next turn in order to win. So yeah, so there we go. One Dragons of Tarkir pack, and that's modern MTGO for the day. I'm Christopher. Thank you for watching.